There's one thing about Kim Taehyung, or btsjk, that always makes the public pause: his ability to do something small but leave a huge impact. Every time his name appears in the context of touching action, it is not alien to the public, but it still brings admiration and admiration. So it was with the recent incident, when Taehyung secretly did something so sincere and caring for the children, a moment that was not originally planned for the public to know at all. The story finally spread after Hyungsik, his old friend, opened his voice and shared a sentence that left many people speechless. "I felt it myself." The sentence is simple, but behind it lies the long story of who Taehyung really is: a global superstar with the heart of a friend, a brother, and a human being who loves simplicity. This is a story full of warmth that connects Taehyung, the children, and an honest confession from Hyungsik. A story that is not just news, but a picture of the character of an idol who always exceeds the star predicate. It all started with Taehyung's brief visit to a children's facility in Gangwon, where he had some special activities during his time in the military. The visit was not announced, was not photographed, and was not made public by the agency. Taehyung came up with his signature style: hoodie, hat, and mask, as if he just wanted to be an ordinary person walking casually on a holiday. According to some staff at the facility, Taehyung had previously only intended to stop by for a short time, maybe 10 or 15 minutes. But as always, something simple turns into hours of experience when he meets children who immediately look at him with curiosity and carefree joy. Taehyung is known to be very comfortable around children, not being rigid, not keeping excessive distance, and never forgetting what it's like to be small, when the slightest attention can mean the whole world. At the facility, Taehyung finds a group of children drawing. Without saying much, he took out a pen from his uniform pocket and sat down on the floor. The children approached, some laughing, some embarrassed, some immediately handed the paper for him to come to draw together. "He sat on the floor like their peers," said one of the teachers. "It's not like a celebrity," as if there were no cameras, no spotlight. Taehyung draws funny characters, smiling faces, and little things that make kids laugh. Every time a child shows him their drawings, he gives a big and sincere response. "Wow, well done. This is great. You have talent. Who is this? Oh, is it me?" Very funny. The authenticity of it makes anyone who watched could not help but smile. What the staff, the kids, and Taehyung themselves don't expect is what happens after. Among the children, there was one boy of about 7 years old who became very close to Taehyung in a short time. This boy, let's call him Min-jae, initially seemed shy. He only looked from a distance while holding an empty paper box. Not approaching, not talking, Taehyung looked at him. And as always, he approached without forcing. "What is it?" Taehyung asked softly as he sat beside her. Min-jae finally showed me the box. The contents were pieces of broken crayons, some shabby paper, and one small pencil that was running low. "I have nothing else," he said softly. Taehyung was silent. Not out of pity, but because he knew the feeling. His own childhood was not full of luxury. He often told stories that he grew up with grandparents and had only a few simple things, but loved them very much. Without saying anything, Taehyung patted Min-jae's head and smiled. Nothing more than that at the time. Not dramatic. Doesn't look like a big promise. But the staff saw Taehyung's gaze change. The gaze of someone who had just made a decision in their hearts. And the next day, the facility staff was shocked. The next day, a large package arrived at the children's facility.
No sender name.
No long messages. Just a little piece of paper. For all children who love to draw. The interior features dozens of new color crayon sets, good quality thick sketchbook-colored pencils, markers, and graphite pencils, small bag with cute character picture and some educational toys, all neatly arranged, complete, like someone selected them one by one carefully. The staff knew immediately who the sender was. Although there is no name, no signature, no label, they say, this is the kind of kindness that has a characteristic. Sincere, simple, selfless. And the children cheered when the package was opened, including Min-jae. The staff briefly tried to contact HYB's manager to thank him. The answer they get is only, Taehyung wants to remain anonymous. Please don't cover it, don't publish it. He just wants the kids to be happy. The news ends up leaking anyway, not from the media, not from the agency, but from someone who knows Taehyung best, Park Hyungsik. One afternoon, Hyungsik attends a small interview for the promo of his latest project. In the middle of the conversation, one of the reporters asked about rumors about Taehyung's generous actions at the children's facility. Hyungsik smiled a little, a smile that instantly showed that he knew the whole story, but the answer he gave was more touching than anyone expected. If the rumors are true, it's not surprising at all. Taehyung is like that. And I've felt it myself. The reporter was immediately interested and asked what he meant. Hyungsik. Taehyung is the kind of person who secretly watches. If she feels like you need something, or she can make your life a little easier, she'll do it without you knowing. He then recounted a personal experience, the early days of their friendship. While filming Warang, Hyungsik had experienced periods of severe stress. He often forgets to eat, comes home late, and feels very tired. One night, he finds a bag containing food, vitamins, and a slip of note. Hyung, don't forget to eat. I know filming is hard. Cheer up. At first, Hyungsik thought it was from the staff. But after asking, all denied that it took a few days until he realized it was from Taehyung. He doesn't want to say, Hyungsik said with a small laugh. He was even embarrassed when I got caught. Hyungsik then closed his statement with a sentence that made the reporters speechless. If he does something like that for the kids, it's because his heart has always been that way. When Hyungsik's speech went viral, ARMY around the world gave a response that was not only proud, but also moved. Many have said that this is the reason Taehyung has always been loved, not by fandom alone, but by anyone who knew him. Some hashtags that are trending. Taehyung kindness, proud of Taehyung, Taehyung heart of gold, Hyungsik for Taehyung. Many fans quoted Hyungsik's line, especially I've felt it myself. Part. One viral ARMY comment reads, Taehyung is not just an idol. It is someone who makes the world a little softer every time it appears. International fans also recalled some of Taehyung's previous acts of kindness. Personal donation to Children's Hospital. His always gentle behavior towards children at public events. It is customary to give small gifts to staff. Anonymous kindness that is often only known much later. This small moment finally became a reminder that behind global fame, busy schedules, even military service, Taehyung's character never changes. As the staff recounts the moment, there's a touching little detail. The kids don't know who Taehyung is. They only know the good-natured brother who comes to play. Some innocent comments from children according to staff. Her brother is funny. He said my picture is good. My sister has a soft voice. I want my brother to come back. And the most touching, my sister said I should be proud of myself. Taehyung always says that he likes children because they are honest, do not care about status, and do not demand anything other than sincere presence. And that day, he gave the same thing, presence and attention.